Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be making Mexican pizza and I'm really excited for this recipe. I think you guys are going to really like it. It's something different but also with the flavors that we love, like a taco. And so let's go ahead and get right on into that video. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is cook some ground beef. I'm going to set my eye on medium to medium low. And I'm gonna go ahead and just start cooking this ground beef. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and start on the jalapeno ranch for the topping. And what you do is you add a Hidden Valley ranch packet and 1 cup of mayonnaise and 1 cup of milk, and then you just mix that together. And I use a fork to mix it together. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I'm gonna add jalapenos into a blender with the ranch, just so when you like blend it up, all of those like juices and flavors get mixed together. And really depending on how spicy you want your ranch is like how many jalapenos you add. So, and this is optional, so you don't have to do it if you're not a spicy person, but also you can just put like a few in there if you're not a spicy person. And it won't make it spicy, but it'll just add to the Mexican flavor. So here I have some diced jalapenos. I'm going to add about that many in there. And then I'm also going to add some of this jalapeno juice. And I'm going to add the ranch in with it. And then I'm actually using a Ninja, so I'm going to put the cap on that and blend this up. So now I'm gonna go ahead and stick this jalapeno ranch in the fridge until we're ready to serve. Okay, so now while that beef is still cooking and we finished our ranch, I'm going to go ahead and dice up 1 avocado. I'm going to shred a little bit of lettuce, and I'm going to cube up some Campari tomatoes. You can also use cherry tomatoes if you can't find Campari tomatoes. Oh, and also I went ahead and shredded my cheddar cheese. But as some of y'all know, I always like to use unshredded cheese and then shred it myself because I think that it tastes better and I think it's just better. So that's what I went ahead and did. Let me do it. I'm making this video just in case anybody does not know how to cut an avocado. So you start at the top, and then you lightly go around, basically, and you keep going around like this until you meet back up at the top, like that, and you make sure not to go too deep when you're cutting it. And then you take the 2 sides, because they should be split in 2, I mean not obviously yet, and then you twist them away from each other like this. And there's your avocado. You take a spoon and spoon out center. And then you go in through here and just scrape the bottom basically and get all of that out. And then do it to the other side. Like that. And then you go ahead and dice it like you want to. You can either do like strips, but for this recipe, usually I do strips. But for this recipe, I'm gonna go ahead and dice it just because it's on a pizza, and so I just feel like dicing it is better. Okay, and there you have diced avocados. I'm gonna take 6 of these tomatoes for my family, but not everybody in my family eats this on their pizzas, so. The thing that I love about this pizza is that you can kind of like add or not add anything that you don't like. So, you know, if you don't want something, you don't have to have it on there. But also you can kind of like play around with it. You can add stuff. So, it's a fun recipe. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drain my beef because I'm done cooking it. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain my beef, and then I'm gonna set my meat aside in a bowl because I'm gonna use this pan again. Okay, so here I have my drained ground beef in a bowl, and I'm gonna go ahead and add in a taco seasoning mix. You can literally get this anywhere. Mine is the Publix brand. It doesn't matter what brand. It's the Publix brand. You can get any type of brand that you want though. Ooh, that looks so good. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and start frying the tortillas. I am using the fajita size flour tortillas, and so let's go ahead and get it. Stop. Okay, so what we're gonna do is add some vegetable oil in the bottom of this pan. I'd say we add it in until it's about like 1/2 inch thick. Well, no, probably like 1/4 inch. I basically just add it in until the whole bottom is like full. And then I'm going to turn my heat up to medium and go ahead and let that heat up before I do anything else. It's really important to go ahead and let it heat up before you put any tortillas in there, or it will just not cook right. And then also I have a plate with a paper towel set aside. So between each tortilla, I'll put a tortilla and then layer a paper towel and then so on. And then we can start assembling. Oh, and right now you might want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees because once we, there it goes, because once we assemble them, we're gonna go ahead and put them in the oven just until the cheese melts. So I actually learned this tortilla method from Jessie James Decker's cookbook when she made the breakfast tacos. And so I tried it one day. They are so good. If you want to see a video on that, comment down below and I will make it for you guys. Okay, so this oil looks like it's about heated up enough. And so I'm going to take a tortilla and tongs, and I'm gonna put it in there. Let me show you guys what this looks like. So I set it in there, and then it starts to bubble up like this. And I'm gonna turn it over. I'm waiting about like 10 seconds between each thing. And then I'm gonna pick it up, shake it off a tiny bit, and then set it on my paper towel sheet. So let's go ahead and do the rest. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and start assembling them. So I'm gonna put tortilla onto a pan. And then I'm going to add my ground beef. Some salsa on top of that. And then I'm going to add my cheddar cheese. This is making me so hungry. Just like that. And this is what they should look like. They're really cute. I'm gonna go ahead and do another one to show you guys. Okay, so add my tortilla. Some ground beef. Here we have some salsa. And then the cheese on top. And then I'm gonna go ahead and assemble the rest of them. And then I'll get back to you after that. Okay, so now that they look like this, I'm going to put them in the oven at 350 degrees. And then once the cheese is all melted, I'm gonna take them out. Okay, so now that the cheese is melted, I went ahead and took them out. It honestly took about 5 minutes. Didn't take very long at all. And now we're going to add our toppings. Okay, so I'm gonna take one, sliding around. Take one and then add basically whatever you like. So I'm gonna take a little bit of these avocado dices, put them on here, add a little bit of lettuce, gonna add a couple of tomatoes on here, and then, so, jalapeno ranch, and I'm just going to drizzle it on top of the pizzas. Look how yummy it looks. So that is the recipe. I'm so excited to try these. These smell so good and they're gonna be so delicious. Please comment down below if you will try the recipe and how it goes if you do. And then also comment any suggestions or anything that you want me to make down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys, love you.